So after countless upgrades and lots of tuning and still getting failed prints, I'm at a point where I either need to put more money into this printer. I think around mostly the bed system, the Z-axis is the majority of my issues, or replace it. And at the moment, I am more interested in some of my other hobbies and projects than I am as having a printer as a hobby or project. But I do need some sort of printer to print my parts and function. And so I have decided to, at least at this time, replace it with a new Bambu Labs P2S. So this is the combo unit with the AMS, and I'm excited to, it just showed up today, so I'm excited to get this unboxed and put up on the bench here. So I will do that now, and we'll get it the first calibration print done. Alright, so after a pretty long calibration test, it went through kind of everything. I was able to, as you saw, get the benchy started, and here is the result. I mean, as kind of expected, I mean, it looks quite good. Yeah, no issues there. One little wisp of maybe a string or something there, but this is some older PLA I had sitting around that I haven't finished off yet. So yeah, but first layer looks great. Adhesion was really good. The printer, I don't know if you saw that in the video, probably not in the time lapse so well, but man, it moves. It's got some absorbing feet on it, and it makes full use of those. So right now I do have the bench is on casters. I do have the front wheels locked, but yeah, it moves a lot. So kind of interesting. I did put in a 128 gig SanDisk SD card or USB stick, so that'll record the time lapse and things like that, which I think is pretty cool. Lots of light in the chamber and stuff, so that's kind of nice to see as well. Don't have to really worry about it not capturing good images and seeing what's going on. The registration process in the Bambu Handy app was pretty easy. The two things I would say from overall I thought the experience of unboxing, setting up, the guides that are provided, super clear, super easy. I originally started my printing journey on a Ender 3, and pulling that thing out of the box and getting it set up the first time was, you know, was a lot more involved, we'll say. That's probably the best way to put that. So I mean, and I've built a couple printers now and stuff, so just to see where they're at is pretty cool. you know, took it out of the box, fed it some filament, it calibrated and did all the things itself, and then laid down a very nice looking benchy. Again, the fact it printed a nice benchy isn't the impressive part. The impressive part is all the calibration and you know, self-awareness that it's now capable of, which is pretty cool. Two things that I did find interesting. I know that there are tons of different poop chutes and things like that, but the first thing it did was purge some filament and shoot it out the back, and I don't have a chute currently connected, so it fell back behind my cabinet. It would be nice if Bambu Labs included that, so just as a, you know, I get you can print it, but just having it fall out the back of the printer is kind of an odd one. And then as well, they include everything that you need to kind of get set up. You get some grease and some oil to get your first set of maintenance done. You've got some Allen keys, an extra silicone sock, which is all great. You can print your own scraper, which is kind of a fun first project. But the one thing that I was intrigued at is I ordered some filament with my order, but it shipped from a different warehouse. So if I was brand new to this and I had nothing else, I would now have a printer and no filament. Most of the printers that I've purchased over time have at least included like a small 250 gram roll of filament to at least get started. No filament in the box. And the other thing was no side cutters. So part of the assembly or you know, commissioning process is to clip 3 big zip ties to release the print head. And it, you know, there is no side cutters. So if they included side cutters and a small, you know, just a small roll of filament, that certainly would be a nice to have. Definitely not a need. You know, at this point in time, I've probably got 10 pairs of side cutters, so I was definitely not hurting. But, you know, from a first-time user standpoint, if I was unboxing this and went to set it up and I had to go find, you know, tools to just get it unboxed that weren't included, you know, again, big deal, not really, but something that would be nice that wouldn't add a lot of cost. And then as well, a small roll of filament, A, to give Bambu Lab filament a try, and B, for an instance like mine where I didn't get the filament or didn't show up with the printer that I ordered, it would give you something to start printing with. But anyway, overall, those are some pretty minor things. The touch interface is really quite good. I do have a friend that has a P2S, and using that interface was quite terrible. So I'm very happy to see that. And yeah, everything else in it is really nice. So like I said, I'm excited to get some other prints going. I'm probably going to turn the print speed down a little bit. Like I said, on the rolling cart, it was moving pretty good. So I'll definitely be putting a few updates on my channel around my experience with the Bambu printer, but my goal is to keep things CNC focused. The printer's just here to help. Thanks for watching.